Glass Onion, the sequel to Knives Out, starring the wonderful Daniel Craig. We've also got a great ensemble in this one: Kate Hudson, Edward Norton, Janelle Monáe, Catherine Hahn, Jessica Henwick, Leslie Odom, David Bautista. It's another adventure for Benoit Blanc, who's a character that I have great affection for. I really liked him in Knives Out, and I think Craig is pitch perfect with this Kentucky drawl he's got going on that's become like iconic. This one, it takes place on a Greek island. We've got Edward Norton as an Elon Musk billionaire type character. So he invites all his friends to his private island, and he's going to do this murder mystery thing. That's the premise. I liked it, and it's one of those ones I did watch a number of times. It's on Netflix. I think unfortunately the story was kind of like a movie killing its own box office, because I think it would have done really well had it had like a real theatrical run. Netflix pulled it in like what was that, a few weeks, and then just went straight to streaming. Did you happen to see this one in the theater? Or did you watch it on streaming?
I did see it in the theater. This is kind of how Netflix does its release model when it's trying to vie for awards. It'll do the 1 week requirement for the Academy, and then it'll go straight to the platform about 2 or 3 weeks later. Ryan Johnson fought hard, though, to basically be able to take this as like a roadshow thing. So it did get a little bit of a theater tour before it came on Netflix, and he's going to do another one, I believe, in I want to say March or April. Like he really does love the idea of this being seen on the big screen. I think he's contracted to Netflix for 3 Knives Out sequels, but yeah, like he's very much one that wants to be on the big screen as much as possible. And we still don't kind of really know how Netflix's algorithm works, or how they measure viewership as a model of success or failure. So there's all those nebulous things that we're never going to truly understand unless there's like a court order that forces them to reveal it. But yeah, I thoroughly enjoyed this, just like I did with Knives Out. I mean, you want to talk about an ensemble cast that gets to play off each other and feed off each other's comic timing and energy. Here you go. Good. I mean, there's not a false note to be had here. I love Benoit Blanc as a character. It's like Daniel Craig just decided, I'm going to be the exact opposite of James Bond, and I love every second of it.
I think he's great. I think everybody in it's great. Here's my one issue with the movie. I'm always looking for films that are timeless. I like it when a movie has a timeless quality. This movie is very much routed in the early 2020s. It deals with the pandemic. We've got Google alerts. We've got all of these various modern, people talk about apps, streaming on YouTube. It's very much of its time, and I'm wondering, is anyone going to appreciate this movie in 10 years? Are they going to appreciate it in 20 years? Or will it seem like a relic? Because I don't think Knives Out is. I think this is the one kind of, it's very similar to Knives Out in the way that you've got similar types of unlikable characters and things like that. And of course, you got the Benoit Blanc character as our Hercule Poirot type. But I wonder if are people going to look back at this years from now and go, yeah, but God, it's so dated. And I also wasn't crazy about the ending. I won't spoil the ending just in case somebody out there hasn't seen it. I'm assuming most people have by now. I kind of guessed the mystery a little bit. I was like, oh, okay, because I saw some things that are pointed out later before they were pointed out. And I also think there's some elements that I just kind of fundamentally disagree with about the ending. But all in all, really, the thing I like, it's so much fun. Like Knives Out was fun. This movie is fun.
And that's where I can forgive it a little bit, because yeah, the ending's not perfect, but at its core, Ryan Johnson understands what makes a murder mystery fun. You have to be allowed to play along. Even if you solve it by the second act, there's still that engagement where you're playing along, you're trying to parse everything in your head, and even when the conclusion isn't all that satisfactory, there's still the fun of the journey because you got to participate. And, whether the ending is perfect, subpar, or even one that actively pisses you off, you still have that. So, yeah, it's not the... I would say it's about an 8 out of 10 on the ending. Maybe a 7.5 if I'm really in a bad mood. But again, there are so many murder mysteries that don't even let you have that. So I'll take it.